Welcome back, guys, to a new Moralis video in which I'm gonna show you how you can get every coin transfer for a specific wallet, and we're gonna do this in just a few minutes. It's gonna be very similar to the get NFT transfers, but why I love these endpoints so much and why I love these videos so much is because if you combine them, you can build a really cool tracker app that you can track the whale's activities for what coin they transfer, what NFTs they transfer, what they purchase, what they sell, and you can easily tag along and follow their footprints. Now, for this specific wallet address, we can see some withdrawal event, we can see gas fee, we can see a deposit event, and we can see the different coin types. So we have Aptos Coin, we have staked Aptos, for example, the address, and then when it happened. And if I paste another wallet address in this input bar and hit submit, we can in just a few seconds get the coin transfers for that specific wallet address. Now that's pretty cool. I also want to show you the inspector console because I'm console logging the response I'm getting back before I display it right here. And you can see how clean this is. I'm using Moralis to get all the data, and you can see within the data and result array, we get all the transfers right here. So you can see how easy it is for me to extract the data and display it right here as I do. I will show you how to build this in just a few minutes, so stay tuned and let's get started. Hey, I'm Joseph, your Web3 instructor from Sweden. I've been into crypto since 2017 and have been building in the space since 2021. In my free time, I enjoy playing paddle, going to the gym, or hanging out with my dog. I always try to enjoy some good pancakes, but that's for another time. Now let's get back to the video. Alright, so we have our starter repo, the get Aptos coin transfers by wallet, and I'm gonna paste the link to this GitHub repo below in the description so you can go and check that out right there. And within this root folder, we have a backend and a frontend folder. So let's start with the backend, and in package.json, we're gonna install node fetch express.env and course, and we're gonna add this start script right here. Then we're gonna add a .env file that's gonna contain our Moralis API key. Now, if you don't have one already, make sure you go to moralis.io and go into pricing so you can see the different plans that we have. And for an endpoint like this, if you're just gonna create a simple like coin transfer app that I just showed you, the free plan is okay to go with. But if you want to like do multiple requests, have more compute units on the daily basis, then the pro plan is the one to go with, and it's very affordable right now at only $49. And you can scroll down and see the differences. Like for the starter, you have 4,000 compute units per day, but on the pro plan you have unlimited. So if you want to build a bigger dapp, if you want to build an explorer or for wallets or an NFT explorer, then I definitely recommend you to go with the pro plan because that's so affordable right now. And once you've signed up, log in to your admin dashboard, go to Web3 APIs, and from here you can get your API key, and we're gonna paste that inside the .env file. Let's move on to index.js, and you can see right here we have imported all the dependencies we just installed. We set our port to 5001, and at the bottom of our backend file we are starting to listening to our backend server right here. So what do we do next? We import our API key from the .env file by using the process.env keywords and then the name variable we added in here. Then we're using this API key inside this options object because this is gonna be the second argument when we do these fetch requests. So the first one is the endpoint, and the second one is the options object right here. And we're adding this variable right here, which we get from the frontend client, and then we get the response back from the Moralis API, and we send status 200 along with the response back to the frontend client, which is a Next.js application, and we've also installed Axios to be able to do a request to our backend server. And then we have two components. We render both of these components inside the index.js file right here, and header is only containing the logo and the title itself. And within main, that's where we do everything. So we need to import Axios and also use state. And then after we have declared these state variables, show result is gonna determine when we show the results. the result array is empty, but we're gonna populate that with the data we're getting back from the backend server. And then the wallet address is the input field data that we want to store in here, and then use that right here when we do a request to our backend server. And this is where we add the address variable name or key that we can use in the backend server. And here we do the access request. It's a GET request to our localhost :5001 and then /get coin transfers, because that's the endpoint we created here in the backend server. It's a GET endpoint. And then once we get the response back, we set result first to response.data.result, which was the array I showed you that contains all the transfers. And then we also set show result to true, and now is when we want to render this section right here. So when show result is true, we're gonna map through the result array, and for each and every section, item, or transfer, this is what we're going to render. So we're gonna have these keywords: activity, coin type, address, and time, which if I go back to the application, you can see them on the left side right here. And then we're gonna have another section for this right section, which you can see down here. So this contains all the values we're getting back. So we display coin.activity_type, but we need to format it a little bit, because if I go back once again and I open the inspector console, let's go to data, result. Let's take the first one. Okay, so we can see right here we display the gas fee event like so, but in here this is what we're getting. So we want to format this, so instead of displaying all this, we want to display it beautifully like so, and this is what makes that happen right here. And then we have the coin type, and we can do similar formatting to display it beautifully. Then we have the owner address, and we're slicing it so we don't have to display the whole address. Now how you slice that is totally up to you. And lastly, we have the timestamp, and we split that to display the date like so. And that's everything you need, guys. You don't need more lines of code than this. You need one single endpoint, some lines of code on the front-end client to get the data from the backend, and then to render all this. And if we add another wallet address and hit submit, you can see that we're getting the new data for that specific wallet address. Guys, I hope you enjoyed it. That's all we need to do for now. Make sure you smash the like button, and I will see you in the next video.